Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So HBO The Last of Us Season 2 finds it's Abby and Caitlin Dever. Now, Abby's an extremely controversial character. A lot of people do not like her for a lot of valid reasons. She's a very unlikable person. Look, I played The Last of Us Part 2, I platinumed the game, I did everything in the game. Yeah, I thought it was a terribly written game, but the visual choreography, artistic design of the game was great. The music was great, but the characters like Dina, Abby, heck, the way they handled Tommy was just very bad. I think Owen was great though, but yeah, it's a very unpopular game, and they're releasing a remastered version on January 19th, and I think they should have called that Director's Cut. Like, tell me if you think that would have been a better idea. It does seem like a Director's Cut, not a remastered. I don't know why they called it that. But regardless, like, Abby is a very unpopular character, and they kept this character secret who would be playing her for a while now because of how things turned out when the leaks happened with The Last of Us Part 2 about Joel's death. And on top of it, like all the death threats that were sent to Laura Bailey because she just simply voiced Abby, which was completely stupid. Like, but you know, people are very, very eccentric when it comes to the things they're passionate about. If you don't believe me, look at my Star Citizen video, and there are literal people in the comment section wishing for my end for a video game because there is a DLC that costs $48,000. So yeah. There are very psychopathic people in the world. Like I said, I didn't like The Last of Us Part 2, but I wouldn't, like, do what those people did. Heck, there are people who literally sent death threats to No Man's Sky's developer Hello Game back in the day when they delayed the game. So, crazy people out there. The Last of Us series has officially found its Abby. HBO announced today that Caitlin Dever will take on one of the key roles from The Last of Us Part 2, joining Bella Ramsey and as Ellie and Pedro Pascal as Joel. Described as a skilled soldier whose black and white view of the world is challenged as she seeks vengeance for those who loved, Devner will have a large role to play in Season 2 and possibly beyond. Now, let's get more into this. Our casting process for Season 2 has been identical to Season 1. We look for world-class actors who embody the soul and characters of the source material. Series co-creator Craig Manson and Neil Druckmann said in a joint statement, "Nothing matters more than talent, and we're thrilled to have an acclaimed performer like Caitlin join Pedro, Bella, and the rest of the family." The official release did not offer any additional information about Season 2. Now, one of the biggest, I guess, red flags here is that Caitlin Dever, yes, she has a acclaimed career, is that she is 5'2". Now, the height of Abby is kind of debated. Like, I looked it up, and people say she's 5'8", 5'9", and Joel's height is about 5'10" and 5'11", and here's my playthrough of it. As you can see, they're standing together. Granted, Ellie and Joel are a little hunched, but I would say they're about the same height, so I would say that Abby is around 5'10". Like, Joel probably stretched out would probably be a 5'11", 5'12", so she's about on par when it comes to Joel. And if you play The Last of Us Part 2, you know that The Last of Us is kind of pushing to put Abby as the new figure for the next game. Like, there have been leaked reports about the script of Last of Us Part 3 that Ellie will play a much smaller role within that game. But yeah, when you have someone who's 5'2", it's saying a lot. But then again, the show for The Last of Us kind of took liberties with a lot of stuff within the world, like how the cordyceps particularly interact with one another. That's the biggest change. They also kind of changed Sam and Henry, but nevertheless, like 5'2", and Bella Ramsey is 5'1". It's a little odd there because the big fight scene between Ellie and Abby is all about Abby using her physical strength and power to overwhelm Ellie, who is a much more seasoned fighter and has, well, I wouldn't say Ellie's more seasoned. They're kind of the same degree when it comes to fighting skill, but Abby's definitely stronger and a lot more durable than Ellie, whereas Ellie is a lot more tactical with her combat, and you have to focus on trying to sneak around her, like Hunter versus like in the Last of Us multiplayer, almost like Hunter versus prey. But yeah, it just seems a little confusing they would choose someone so small, especially considering how, you know, big and strong that Abby is. Like, Abby is a pretty hulking individual when it comes to this stuff. This was another controversy within the game. I really didn't care. People are free to design the characters any way they want, but nevertheless, Abby is a kind of force of nature when it comes to her strength. She's supposed to parallel Joel in terms of strength and capability, and even if they take changes within the narrative, like, how is she going to, like, match up with Joel given her size? Like, Joel would literally just be able to heel kick her. But then again, it is Pedro Pascal, which, I'm not sure how tall he is. Let's see. Kel. Height. He's 5'11". Holy crap. Yeah, he can literally just, like, Spartan kick her into the face and she'll go down. So, honestly, now I'm interested. I'm really interested to see how the death scene is going to play out, because that's also a big controversy within The Last of Us Part 2. I did an entire theory video about it, about how Joel and Tommy would never, ever put themselves in a situation like that, especially with strangers. So they might be taking that into consideration and change the narrative, because they have about 2 years worth of, I think it's about 2 years worth of feedback, even if it wasn't the most healthy of feedback, to address a lot of the claims. And I think this might be one of the claims, because yeah, one of the biggest complaints was that Abby seemed unrealistic for her height and size given the environment that she was raised in. And I both agree and disagree, because they kind of play on that in the end of the game where she becomes extremely malnourished. But regardless, it does seem that they're taking different changes within the narrative. I hope they change Dina, because Dina was very unlikable, and they kind of make Jesse not a punching bag. God, they make Jesse into such the biggest punching bag you can possibly imagine. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend started hooking up with my best friend, and I'm okay with this. And then she got together with her, and on top of it, she's pregnant with my... I know I'm getting a lot of spoilers, but they did Jesse so dirty in that game. Like, yeah, my ex-girlfriend is pregnant with my child. She dumped me. She's hooking up with my best friend. And I'm completely okay with this. Oh, yeah, and my best friend abandoned Dina, who he still clearly loves, to go pursue revenge. And... dude, Jesse, they need them. Oh my god, you deserve so much better, my friend. You were too good. Like, Jesse's one of those people who's just way too good. It kind of reminds me of me when I was, like, 3 years ago, when I was just too nice to everyone. That's kind of how Jesse... that's why I kind of feel for Jesse, because that's how I was. Now I tend to stand up for myself a lot more, but back in the day, I was just like Jesse. I would just take everyone's crap. I would just be the punching bag. And yeah, he did have some good qualities in terms he stood up against Dina and Ellie, like when they basically went to have sex instead of doing their job, and they risked the lives of everyone in the community. I was like, dude, you stand up for everyone else but not yourself. I kind of went on a tangent there, but you know, I really hope they kind of fix his character and they kind of like call out Dina for the crap she does too. But yeah, you can read the rest of this article here. It's just going more about the Emmys and stuff like that. Stuff I don't give a damn about. But yeah, I also hope that people are a little more kind-hearted to Caitlyn, because again, people sent death threats to Laura Bailey because she played Abby, and I doubt that her taking on this role won't be any easier given the track record of the video game community. Again, look at my Star Citizen review. I'm literally like just someone with 1,000 subs, and I got so much crap. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. I am looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2 Season 2, and I am going to get the remastered game. I get a $10 upgrade, so that should be good. Stupid, here's a little note. That upgrade won't go live until the game comes out on the 19th. So if you're like me and you're questioning when it will like be available, that's when it goes live for some stupid reason. I don't get why. But yeah, that's it from me. Like, dislike, sub if you want to go the extra mile. That's it for me. Bye.